Right, here's my business card. makeshift business card. See, it says Funkadelic video game technology, free to join, free to play, free to get paid.com. And that's my Funkadelic makeshift business card for the real game, the real website I'm going to have. And it says what it's going to be. And see, it says Funkadelic video game technology, free to join, free to play, free to get paid.com. Check this out. This is the Atari FlashBack 5. When you say flashback, that means that it doesn't have interchangeable cartridges at all. You get the games that are built in, and that's it. See, there is no cartridge slot on that machine. The Atari FlashBack 5, and I guess it was made in 2014. See right there, 7/30/2014. But it was made sometime in 2014. That wasn't the maker date, but it was made sometime in 2014. The Atari FlashBack 5. Be aware that you got Atari FlashBack 4 and 3 and 2 and probably 1, or just regular, without a number. Atari FlashBack, period. And then that's the way they normally do it. And then you go Atari FlashBack 2, Atari FlashBack 3, Atari FlashBack 4, Atari FlashBack 5, and right there Atari FlashBack 5 is. And when it says flashback, that means that the system, whatever system it is, Atari FlashBack 2 or 3 or 4 or this 5, does not have interchangeable cartridges. All it has is the built-in games, and you can't put any more games on it. You get it. You get what games is on it. Well, it just so happens that this Atari FlashBack 5 has 92 Atari games on it, and I'm going to show you. The 92 games. And what do you know? I have them all right there. See this? This is. See, it says 92 video games up here. It says 92 video games on the Atari 2600 FlashBack 5. Remember that 5 is the key to how many games it has, because all the other ones, lesser, like Atari FlashBack 2 and 3 and 4, have either different or less games. So here they are. See, you got a Atari 3D Tic-Tac-Toe. You got Adventure. You got Adventure 2. You got Air Sea Battle. You got Aquaventure, Asteroids, Backgammon, Basketball, Blackjack, Bowling, Breakout, Canyon Bomber, Centipede, Championship Soccer, Circus Atari, Combat 2, Crystal Castles, Demons to Diamonds, Desert Falcon, Dodge 'em, Double Dunk, Fatal Run, Flag Capture Football, Frog Pond, Frontline, and Fun with Numbers. Okay, let's get this up there. Fun with Numbers. Now we look for Fun with Numbers here. Okay, where are you? Fun with Numbers. Okay, right there you are. Fun with Numbers. That was 28. Fun with Numbers was 28. Okay. Then we have Golf, Gravitar, Hangman, Haunted House. Let's see, Haunted House, Home Run, Human Cannonball, Jungle Hunt, Maze Craze, Miniature Golf, that's a great game. Let's see, Mystical Man, Millipede, Night Driver, Off the Wall, Outlaw, Polaris, Pong, Video Olympics. So it's got all the games of the Video Olympics of Atari has. 45 is Real Sports Baseball and Real Sports Basketball. Then Real Sports Soccer, Real Sports Volleyball, Return to Haunted House, uses adventure, source code, and graphics. That's Return to Haunted House. Uses adventures, source code, and graphics. Right there. Okay. And then right there, let's see. Okay. So that's Return to Haunted House. And then Saboteur, Save Mary, Skydiver, Slot Machines, Slot Racers, Space Invaders, that's another killer game. Space War, Sprint Master, Starship, and Steeplechase. 59. So we're going to look for 59 when we scroll down. 59. It's easier to look for the 59 than the, it's easier to look for the 59 up here, see? It's easier to look for the 59 than get rid of 59. Yeah, oops. God darn it. Okay, and now we're to 60. So right here, Stellar Track, Space Street Racer, Submarine Commander, Super Baseball, Super Breakout, Super Football, Surround. That's another good game, Surround. Sword Quest, Earthworld, Sword Quest, Fire World, Tempest, Video Checkers, Video Chess, Video Pinball, Wizard, Warlords, and Yara's Revenge. And then we got the M Network games, which aren't made by Atari, they're made by M Network, which is, I think they're off branch of Intellivision. But Air Raiders, Armor Ambush, Astro Blast, that's a good game. That's like Astro Smash on Intellivision. But Astro Blast, Dark Cavern, International Soccer, Super Challenge Baseball, Super Challenge Football, Space Attack, Star Strike, Sea Battle, Frogs and Flies, and Sword Fight. So Sword Fight is 87. So now we look for. Well, we're at the end. We're at the end of it. So that was the M Network, which is a branch of Intellivision. Those are Intellivision games. Home Brews. So we got 88, Chase It, 89, Escape It, 90, Miss It, 91 is Shield Shifter, 92 is Strip Off, and today is 7/17/2015 at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And those are all the games that you will get if you buy an Atari FlashBack. See, 92 video games on the Atari 2600 FlashBack 5. So those are all the games that you will get on the Atari 2600 FlashBack 5. Remember that last number, because if you buy something less than 5, then you're probably going to get less games. It might even cost the same, I don't know. But they're saying that this, when it was selling, I don't know if it's, I think it's probably still selling new, the Atari 2600 FlashBack 5. But you can get that for new, like I guess it says that the market is around $40 for it. $40 for it, but I've seen people wanting, you know, like $70 and $100 and something dollars for it. I've seen them on Amazon and some of them on eBay. They want like $100 and some bucks for it. But the problem with that is the system only plays these games. You cannot interchange cartridges. There is no slot for cartridges. So that's the thing I don't like about it. So if I bought this machine, if I bought this Atari 2600 FlashBack 5 or 4 or 3 or 2 or 1 or none, or whatever it is, if I bought a flashback, because they got them for ColecoVision, they got them for Intellivision. I know they got them for Intellivision. I know they got them for ColecoVision. You know, flashback. I don't know if they got 5 or not, but they got flashback. I know that. And anytime it says flashback, there is no cartridges. You cannot interchange cartridges with them. You get what's built in on the system. That's it. You can't add any games to it. So, but I've seen flashbacks for Intellivision, ColecoVision, and of course the Atari 2600, because that's the most classic system around. But you know me, I'm Dan. Same time, same channel. See you guys all later. And I hope you join my video game site. It's not up yet or nothing. If you go to it, you probably just get an error. But it's the site name is, and it tells you what my site is going to be about. It's called Funkadelic Video Game Technology, free to join, free to play, free to get paid.com. That's all about what, you know, it's free to join, free to play, free to get paid. What can I say? Free, free, free. Costs you $0 unless you subscribe. The reason why you want to subscribe is so you don't have to see all the advertisements you have to see before you play any of the games. And there'll be some, 3 or 4 things you have to subscribe to if you want them. But if you don't want them, it's like my video game site says, Funkadelic Video Game Technology, free to join, free to play, free to get paid.com. It's just like that. You don't have to ever give any money. There was two sites that was like that, and unfortunately they're no longer around as of the 1st of January of 2014. The 2 sites were owned by the same people. It's called arcadeweb.com and gamevance.com. Those are both sites that you could play for free and get paid. I got paid $500 every year, and before that, and like for 5 years, I got paid $500 because I was in the top rankings all the time on some of the games. So I got paid the full, $500, a maximum. They didn't put a maximum on it until I got word of the site, or the sites. There are 2 sites, arcadeweb.com and gamevance.com. And before I got word of it, they were paying, they had no limit. and people were making six to $10,000 a year on it. They're making $6,000 to $10,000 a year on each of the sites, the GameVance.com and ArcadeWeb.com, and they were paying nothing in but getting six to $8,000 or $10,000. I think I even heard people getting $12,000 a year just for playing video games. No cost to them. They get the money sent to them on a debit card. And started out like first place and pay, I think it was like $200 or $300 for first place, and then second place they paid down to 10th place. And if you ranked in any of those places, you get that amount of money. Simple. And they used to give out Xboxes. They used to give out a PlayStation 3, I think, and they used to give out, as prizes too. Plus, you get paid, $6,000 to $12,000 a year. And the way I'm going to arrange my site, you're probably going to be able to do the same thing on my site. So it would be wise to write my site down. It's Funkadelic Video Game Technology, free to join, free to play, free to get paid.com. And that's an actual site name. That's what you call the web address, and or domain name. It's a domain name. So write it down, or join me on YouTube. Like when you see this video I'm making right now, and I'm making it on 7/17/2015. When you see this video right now I'm making, subscribe to my channel. As simple as that. And then I'll be able to notify you when I start my site. And you can start making a few grand a year, and you won't have to pay nothing. But if you want all the benefits of the site, like I'm gonna build like you'll be able to watch other people play, so you get to know how to really play the game, because all the video games will have what's called Easter eggs. If you don't know the Easter egg secret, then you probably won't never place in 1 through. Well, I'm gonna pay from 1 to 20. I'm paying from 1 to 20 place, and just remember, it's just backwards. Like when you're in 20th place, you get $1, and then if you're in 19th place, you get $2, up to first place $20, and then I'm gonna have 2 games that's gonna pay double that. 2 games, but you have to rank on 3 of the regular games to be able to play those. So if you rank from 1 to 20 on the 10 games that I'm going to have available, if you rank 1 to, if you getting from first place to 20 place on 3 of them, then that opens up the 2 games that pay double. So first place pays $40 for each of the games. So right there is $80 if you can place first on those 2 games, and $20 on the regular games from 1 to 10. So I'm gonna have 12 video games. So you add it up, and at first I'm gonna pay by every month, and then as I start making money on the site through ads and people buying from the ads, if you do, you don't have to, but if you do, it'll strengthen the site, because then I can show other advertisers and raise my price, for advertising. But that's how it works. That's how I make my money on the advertising. That's how you can run a site with everything free for the users. That's how you can do it, because that's the way that it was done. But they didn't do it right. You could play. I played the games, and I didn't know what they were selling. I didn't have any advertising. They only had it in 2 places on one of the games. Just on one of the games. Each day they had it on one of the games, so you just don't play that game. And I never did, So I don't know what they were advertising, and so I saw no advertising. And then they had a place on the home page that there was advertising. So they had 2 places on and no one. That's how they lost. That's how they lost their business. That's how they. They had like I think it was pretty close to 1 million subscribers by the end of the time. By the end of the announcement, when they announced to everybody that they were not gonna that Arcade Web was not gonna be, and Game Vance was not gonna be anymore. When they announced that in 2013, that in 2014 they would be no longer, and that's what it is. They're no longer, and that's why, because they didn't know how to. They didn't either know how, or they just didn't do the advertising. But they were around for about a decade. So they did really great for the advertising they had. But it was also all free. That's where I got the idea. I mean, I've thought about it before, but until I found those two sites, I didn't know someone actually did it. So, same time, same channel. See you then. And subscribe to my channel. You'll know right when I open my doors to my free video game site that will pay you via PayPal.